Glenville Lake was originally impounded in 1909, and at that time it was actually known as Robinson's Pond. In 1912, PWC built its first water treatment plant at this site. It was rated had a capacity of 1 million gallons per day. Then in 1949, PWC built a new water plant at the site, and it was rated for 3 million gallons per day. And at that time, they raised the elevation of the dam so they could impound more water, and they built the existing concrete spillway that's on the site today. The safe yield from the lake system, we have like 4 lakes that drain into Glenville Lake, and the safe yield is about 5 million gallons of water per day that could be taken out of the lake. As I said, the original spillway was built in 1949, and in 1993, when they expanded the plant, they did some major renovations to the earthen dam. But essentially, the spillway that's in place is the same one that's been there since 1949. And in 2005, we did some stability analysis of all of our dams, and at that time, the study indicated that we needed to regrade the slopes of the dam, and we had some seepage issues on the spillway that needed to be repaired. And we looked at it, we did a cost analysis to figure out, is it effective to do a major rehab of that spillway, or should we go ahead and replace it? And it was determined that it just didn't make a lot of sense to spend a lot of money on a structure that was 60 years old. And so we've decided that the spillway needs to be replaced, which would give us probably a 50 to 100 year life of the structure. The design is almost complete, and the plans have been submitted to the state for review. And once we get their approval and the permits are issued, we'll be draining the lake and going to bid on the project. When the dam is complete and the repairs have been made and the state has inspected it and said that everything is safe, we'll close the gate valves and the lake will refill just on its own natural flows. Probably a couple weeks. If we were to get a good rainfall, it could fill up in 24 hours. PWC has hired a consultant to do the design for the rehab project, and of course the state's involved in reviewing the plans and signing off on the permits. And City of Fayetteville is aware that we're doing the project, so they can plan accordingly for Mazurk Park, because the lake will be drained during the construction, and it won't be open for fishing during that time. The benefit of redoing the dam and repairing the spillway is that we'll have a structure that will impound our water for the next 50 to 100 years, and we won't have to worry about a failure of any type. So the citizens will benefit from the fact that we have a secure water supply at Glenville Lake, and then of course the public will be able to enjoy the facilities from Glenville Lake as well. We have 2 sources of water in Fayetteville, the Cape Fear River and the Glenville Lake system. But we also have the ability to pump raw water from the Cape Fear River to the Glenville facility. So while the lake's down, we'll be using water from the Cape Fear at both the Hoffer treatment plant and here at Glenville. When we get ready to drain the lake, we'll be lowering it probably maybe a foot a week, so it'll be a slow process. And there's 2 reasons for that. One is to minimize any downstream flooding impacts, and also from the stability of the dam, it's just not a good practice to lower the level real fast, so you do that over a gradual period of time to prevent any kind of problems with the dam. If there are any questions regarding the project, you can just call PWC's customer service department and they will direct you to the appropriate person for information.